14 yards is the...
Like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. On first down, it's Rosen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 83 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rosen to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that one. Over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. From the 39, Mahomes. That's complete. Bernard. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dumps it off for Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Tampa Bay there. Now a first down carry. It's Michel pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game this ball game as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 55 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On second down now, Davenport. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Bradley Pena now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Davenport. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. On second down, Davenport. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And this is caught by Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And now it's Rosen looking. And this is incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Rosen will throw, and he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, Michel, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. That's out to his running back, Michel. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Geis. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Rosen. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Geis. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Hardman. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Rosen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He finds his target. It's Evans. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things up at 6-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find his running back, Geis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Yellow.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Davenport. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. On third down, Michelle, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of firsts.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-7, the final. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Jameis Winston leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you
16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat. But they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a safe in and affect their play.
And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rosen, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rosen, and that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
From the 24, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. They complete it to Hill. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Davenport. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe try.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now it's Rosen looking. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Rosen. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Now Rosen on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Single. I got 15. I got 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out, and the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, Davenport. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Play action here with Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, they run with Michelle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on now, let's go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, Davenport. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Davenport.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Davenport. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Rush in.
Here's Rosen. He completes it to Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll try the jet sweep here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So Josh Rosen in the offense. Down by a field goal. 1:12 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He's back to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll look to throw to Michel on the dump-off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.